This is the new moon monthly reading for the sign of Aries. We have today tea leaf. We will then pull you some gypsy oracle cards. For your tarot, we have Yuletide Tarot. And then lastly, we will get a Happier Me affirmation card, and as well as charms, as always. I'll possibly clarify with the Enchanted World Tarot here, but let's go ahead and get started. Well, that went very interestingly. These as well, which is already quite a lot, but these were definitely tilting up. Okay, we got quite a lot here. Perhaps you have a lot going on. I feel like I always say there's quite a lot here, but definitely this time there's even more. Alright, so we have success. That is a wonderful thing to see, as always. We have axe, forces working against you. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I'm taking note already that, okay, so we have axe and arrow, two tools that, sometimes do get used as weapons. So be mindful of that, that you use things for you, not against you, that you use things to aid in some way and not to cause harm. Perhaps even, being mindful of just your, perhaps even like anger or, certain emotions that might cause you to weaponize. Alright, we have coins. Money will be coming to you. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Interesting. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Hopefully you can still see these. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Interesting. I did see hand in your meditation, which can be advice from a friend. It can be like reaching out to a friend. Hand can be like reaching out. Kite, vacation. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Bell, announcement. Lion, time to act. Moon, changes in your life. Lily, spiritual love. Dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Interesting, because there's that hand. We do also see the hand with the axe, forces working against you. So it sounds like while you may have some enemies, you're also forming some allies. I'm gonna put that here because it does feel important to reach out, to know you have allies, even in the face of whatever this maybe this person that's stubborn, aggressive, this person you're dealing with here. Gavel, involvement with the law. Flowers, happiness. Broom, new home, new attitude. Where can I put these last ones? We can still make some space over here and over here. Okay. And pin, new job or career. Okay. So let's go ahead. Huh. Interesting. So there was a card that was just already flipped in here. So we will definitely take that. Constancy. Now I want to note also that this is also reminding me of education. Right, for one, it's like kind of about, it kind of reminds me of temperance and balance and consistency as well. But also, I don't know, I feel like this is like almost like a pillar of a knowledge and growth there, and there's like a building back there in here that it's reminding me of education. And I did also get in your meditation about needing more info. I saw the image of like flipping a book and like it being open upside down like that and shaking it like to dump out information. But to slow down, because you do retain more if you slow down, because that seems kind of like a rushed way of dumping out all the information. Perhaps you also tend to like info dump because you're a very knowledgeable person, very astute, and perhaps that's something as well that you might be looking at. Perhaps it's something and don't ever change your wonderful self. It's a beautiful thing to have a love for education, but I do see you perhaps looking at that. Perhaps that causes like some kind of thing, and maybe it's like just causing you to like really wonder if you're not meaning to, but accidentally, because I think you just have a love of this knowledge of all this stuff, but it might make people feel a little bit intimidated. And don't change yourself again, especially based on how other people are feeling. That's their own stuff to look at. There might just be some jealousy or something there, but I just mean that you are looking at it to understand, you know, why that might be, why you may stand out. But that's a beautiful thing, you know, embrace that. Okay, we'll just put these here, and I can always move them. Alright, spirit guides and angels messages for Aries, please. What does Aries need to see for their highest good? Messages for Aries, please. Okay. Quite a bit there. And we will have to move this down, it seems. Okay. So then we have melancholy. So that's just kind of feeling meh. Perhaps feeling a little bored with life. Again, I see you as a very intelligent person. So perhaps you're feeling bored. Perhaps you're in some kind of education system and you're not being challenged enough. Okay. We have cheerfulness. We did have happiness. So know that there will be something to cheer about. There will be something that makes you very happy here soon. Something you'll be celebrating. And with handshake, meeting with the stranger could be important. It could have to do with that. Because I was going to place it right there. We have misfortune. Now, interesting, because it's again, okay, this kind of reminds me of the tower, of the person falling from the building here. And, you know, like the tower can be about, you know, burning something down to rebuild it. So know that like this will pass. It's not like, it's ultimately a good thing, a blessing in disguise, but that it might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. Like it may feel like a misfortune when I'm getting Saiwing Shima, you know, that you don't really know. Sometimes misfortune is actually a blessing in disguise. Like often we might not see it right away, but like later on we're like, oh wow, so that led me to that, and you know, this was actually a really good thing. So you could have already gone through this, and it's a matter of, you know, putting out that fire. Again, with the anger, it could be very much so something's caused you, some misfortune has caused you to have maybe even a repressed anger. And you're just being called to really look at that, find healthy outlets for your anger, don't just repress it, and, you know, truly put out that fire. You find your happiness. And we have merchant. Interesting. So we had coins, we had about money or property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. If you own a business, or if you've been put in any kind of competition, I see winning. I see you winning that and celebrating. Or if you own a business, perhaps business will pick up for you. Okay, let's go ahead and move into the tarot here. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Aries, please. Messages for Aries, highest good. Whoa, that like went into the fire there. Wow, and it's 7 of candles. That was very explosive and very much just stood out. Now you stand out. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Aries, please. What does Aries need to see for their highest good? Okay. Messages for Aries, please. Whoa. Okay. So quite a bit there. Okay, so we have here the Seven of Candles, which, yeah, that card very much so stood out. But, you know, it means that you are standing out. You know, I'm getting like all eyes are on you, but that perhaps you're feeling pressure. So if that is the case, you know, try to do some practices to help you you know, relax, because this is actually a wonderful thing. You know, if you're in education, you know, you're standing out, this could really, you know, help drive you forward onto a career path. If you are I was getting that you just have so much determination, so much passion, so much to offer. I think sometimes you think it holds you back, but that's not the case. There's some other things that, like, perhaps you need to work through, some repressed anger perhaps, or repressed, you know, there's more to the fire. But you've done a beautiful job at, you know, using that pressure to be a driving force for you, to be a factor in really driving you forward. So, and don't fret, don't think that that will go away if you do deal with stuff. You've already learned that lesson. You've already, you just already naturally function that way. So even if you do work through this, you're still going to have this drive, this passion, this fire about you. You are a fire sign. You are an initiator. So don't fret about that. That's going to be there no matter what. You're just a very intelligent, inspiring, driven person. And it's very beautiful. People are very attracted to that. And don't dim your light. Don't, you know, hold on to that confidence. You have this wonderful confidence about you as well. And, you know, sometimes due to other factors that might go into a place that you perhaps, worry about, but I actually see you, like, perhaps in the past it's like taken you to almost like an ego-driven place, but I do see here that you have worked through this. With death, I'm kind of getting an ego death, so it's like you're establishing a very healthy ego at this point, and that's part of why you're standing out so much, because you've done the inner work. There's, you know, always room to grow. There's always, you know, more to uncover and work through. But this is something that you've already been doing. This is your past position or your significator, like how you're feeling now. And you've already worked through this quite a bit. You've transformed so much already. For your challenge here, we have Six of Canes, which is equivalent to the Six of Swords. Apologies, I should have said Seven of Candles is the Seven of Wands. So Six of Canes, Six of Swords. You might perhaps sometimes feel like the universe is working against you. being in the resistance position, you know, I'm getting that it's just felt challenging, and like you've been doing everything on your own. And with Page of Kings, that would be the Page of Swords here, but it's in the reverse. Yeah, sometimes it's been a challenge to figure out what you need to do, especially if you felt alone in it, which I think with Handshake, it's like you're being called to collaborate more, to reach out more, and not just feel that way. Especially if it's making you feel more defensive, or like you need to put a wall up because you've always had to be on guard, because it's felt like you had to be. You know, there's not a Five of Pentacles here, but I am kind of getting that energy of just feeling left out in the cold. It's interesting that she's wearing a dress or a nightgown, maybe. I think it's a dress out in the cold. So you've really felt this. It's been raw. Let's put it that way. It's felt very raw. And that's perhaps why, you know, you've had to go through this sort of ego death, because you have noticed that you you know, ways that you've been conditioned, and feeling like you've had to be tough, and then putting up these like walls, these guards, you know, having these weapons, weaponizing things. Alright, let's go ahead and get... So we have Four of Cups, but it is in the reverse here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, let's go ahead and move these down because there's quite a bit here. So the Hanged Man. King of Canes, the King of Swords there. And Six of Candles, the Six of Wands. So definitely, again, I am seeing, so this is something you're still going to be going through for a little bit, that kind of guardedness. However, you're very aware of it. And you know that it's not just going to change on its own. It's just perhaps not quite, you're not quite ready to move past it yet. Now I want to note that again, perhaps it might help to reach out. Yeah, even this Hanged Man, you know, is covering his face a little bit and spilling coins even, which I'm getting kind of overspending with that. Be mindful, that might be something that comes up. Be mindful of overspending. Be mindful, like perhaps there could be subscriptions that you have just going that you don't even use. Like I'm getting like the idea of like wasted money. So look at like that, things like that. you know, be aware, try not to get scams. I'm sure that this time period's even worse with scamming. I don't know that for sure, but I could see that being a thing. So look out for like scams. If it's too good to be true, you know, trust your instincts there. But I do see you being very discerning, so that's very good. You know, sometimes it's good to have, you know, a healthy dose of suspicion. I have some Scorpio in me, so I do very much so understand that there can be a healthy dose of that, but it can also become, you know, a wall, a blockage if we allow it to. If we don't just, you know, kind of filter out there and really trust or use our intuition on that. We have 10 of good cheer. Wow. Okay, so that is beautiful to see. We have strength, also beautiful to see. And we have the star. The star is in reverse. I do think, again, that's kind of coming back to this guard that is up. So you might be like blocking yourself from healing this right now. Again, I think reaching out for help is going to really help you. Obviously, help and hope. Okay, but all in all, you know, you're headed towards the 10 of Cups, which that right there is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. It's like self-fulfillment. I think because you're aware of this, I think you will eventually change this. And, you know, you are on top. You're on top of your game. You're going to get through this. It's just a matter of, you know, it takes time, especially when something has been repressed. It just takes time. And everybody heals at their own pace. And it's okay to, like, you know, sometimes you have to focus on other things. Just try to make sure that you do, because it takes like getting into practice to be able to give yourself that time to heal it. So I think that's what this comes down to, is creating time for it, and, you know, really giving yourself the self-love and self-respect that you deserve, that perhaps you haven't felt like you've received from others, or perhaps you have, but maybe because you have that wall up, you know, you don't always let it in. But this has definitely built you up in strength, and I see that drive and determination being so, like, what, you know, that is success. I always think of success as succession. It's just having the strength to keep getting up and go and, like, you know, keep pushing forward. And you have that drive. You're going to get through anything and everything and get right where you want to be. So trust that, even when times are hard, and allow yourself to feel the good. I think that's important to note here. Allow yourself to feel the good. I think you can be hard on yourself, which I think it's good that you're reflecting. It's good that you're becoming aware of things and not afraid to you know, look within and see what, perhaps we're all human. We all have to do this sometimes. You know, find things that we want to better ourselves with, and often our weaknesses become our greatest strengths. because it's something we work on and put focus and drive into, and it makes it become our greatest strength. And I definitely see you doing that, so beautiful. Oh wow, okay. So we have here, asking for help is a gift I give myself and others. More with the hands there. Admitting that you need help shows strength of character. It takes a great man to let go of his ego and accept guidance. The ego will always fight for its survival. It's always up to you if you let it win. I am evolving every day, and I am patient with my growth. Each day brings new experiences. With each new experience, you grow inevitably. Maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but as babies learn how to walk, you also have to do it gradually. Be kind to yourself during this process. I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Okay, that is bringing, actually, in your meditation, this is kind of hard to describe, but I saw like a cue. The cue was like lit up, almost like a light board, and it like had blotches of like shadow blotches on it that I took as like photos. I don't know what it was. So I put Q with photos question mark. I can't quite say, but Q made me think of question as well. So maybe there's something you're questioning. Maybe you saw some photos that are causing you to get in your head and question. And maybe it could be like Seven of Cups energy, indecision. It could, like, all those things could have been like, so that can you want to call in clarity if that is the case. Or even if it is like photos that you're like causing you to get in your head, you bringing clarity to yourself can still also make you realize what's truly important and let go. Alright. This is an amazing affirmation to help you start your day feeling energized. Make a conscious decision daily to have a great day. Yeah, that's very important. You're saying an affirmation just in general in the morning is very important, but if you want, definitely write this down and say it each morning. I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Or you can write all of these down even. But yes, okay. Also, this reminds me of music. Perhaps playing music as well. Maybe early in the morning. It can help, just be mindful what music you play. You want it to be uplifting, but maybe playing uplifting music in the morning will help this as well. Alright, let's go ahead and grab your charm. Oh, not very many here. Alright, so we have the drink. It's remind me of vacation, which, did we get vacation? I kind of thought we got vacation. Yeah, vacation, great. Vacation. So perhaps you will be taking a vacation. That on there. We have a rainbow, like a shooting star with a rainbow. Interesting, I did get rainbow in your reading as well as door opening with that. Okay, so know that you are healing even if it doesn't feel like it. And again, this is, I think, about not recognizing that you stand out, that you are a wonderful asset to anything that you step into. with unique perspective. I am getting that as well. And more about clarity here. So definitely start out each day with joy and clarity. Perhaps, writing down a plan, maybe a long-term plan, but maybe every morning writing out a plan as well. Alright, if you don't already do that, that is. Otherwise, perhaps this is about getting clear with your emotions. Maybe taking time to journal in that regard. Alright, well, I will leave this here. I thank you so much for all the likes, comments, subscribes. It truly helps get these messages out to those that they are meant for. I also would like to wish you a wonderful holiday season, and thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk.